This is Ralph Reyes for Club Solutions Institute. I recently got an email from one of our participants asking about some very specific things that they want to train their team on. And what they're looking to improve is, first, how do we get more staff involved in our decision making and just buying into the club more than they are now? Second, how do we communicate better as a team and with our line staff team? 3, how do we create better accountability for our teammates? And 4, how do we know we've got the right people in the right positions? And if we don't, what do we do about it? So my counsel back to this person is when you take those 4 things, you look at it, really the root cause is the same, and that is a lack of clarity. When there's a lack of clarity, people don't want to get involved because they're not sure how to contribute and they're not sure what they're actually contributing to. So that's the first one. And communication from the management team when there's a lack of clarity tends to be just sort of what that hot issue is at the moment. And it isn't consistent and it isn't lasting. It isn't long enough that people can really latch onto it and understand what the most important thing is. Accountability can be difficult and typically feels like it's very authoritative, and we never get to that peer-based accountability that we've talked about before. And then finally, people aren't sure who to listen to. When you've got a executive team that isn't on the same page and isn't pulling all on the same rope, then they're not sure who is in charge and what is the most important thing. And so that also makes it very difficult for people to jump in and participate and to really get on board with what the club is doing. So this is all very fixable and can be done in a very short period of time. Here's the exercise for you for this week. And that is to sit down with your management team and ask them, do you know what the most important thing is for us to be working on right now? And go around the room, poll everybody and see. And does everybody know what is expected with them for those particular things? And do they know what success is for that particular initiative that you're talking about? So that's the exercise for this week. And I think what you'll find is you will see when you get clarity, you're going to find that involvement's going to increase because people want to contribute because they know how to contribute. Communication gets much easier because we're staying on message and we're staying consistent with what that most important thing is. Accountability becomes much easier because now we know what we're striving for, and the behaviors that are not consistent with our success are very obvious, can be coached up very early. And if that person doesn't want to be coached up on it, then it makes it easy to be able to make a change. And that really solves the question about, do I have the right people on the team? Because you'll see who wants to jump on board with you and participate in the initiatives that you're trying to accomplish. So thanks and have a great week.